exactly just 7-8 months back. So what exactly happened between them? Why they split up? So they need to
Can I
answer
come in?
themselves.
No, but that was made amply clear by the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress, whether it was the Haryana elections of when the Congress decided to go it alone, or for that matter in Delhi where the Aam Aadmi Party decided to go it alone. That when it comes to assembly elections, political parties are fighting their own game. When it comes to the Lok Sabha elections, they all came together as a united power against the BJP. But yes, Sujata, before I give you the stage, let's take a look at those numbers once again. Now, Aam Aadmi Party at 22, BJP at 47. So the gap has marginally narrowed by 15 of those seats as per the trends that are reflecting. Badarpur, Aam Aadmi Party is winning. Somnath Bharti is now leading. Aam Aadmi Party leader from Malviya Nagar. Model Town, again Aam Aadmi Party is leading. Akhilesh Tripathi is the candidate of Aam Aadmi Party. In Mehrauli, BJP is leading. Gajendra Singh Yadav is leading against Aam Aadmi Party. Mangolpuri, again it is Aam Aadmi Party. Rakesh Jadhav is the candidate that is leading against the BJP. Kasturba Nagar, where Neeraj Basoya of the BJP is leading against Aam Aadmi Party. Madipur, where Rakhi Birla of the Aam Aadmi Party is leading. Kailash Gehlot of BJP is leading in Bijwasan. Harinagar is where BJP is leading. BJP's Sham Sharma is leading. We are also getting to know that Burari is where the Aam Aadmi Party's Sanjeev Jha is leading. Sujata, yes, go ahead. What are the limitations of the Congress party that it continues to struggle in the national capital territory of Delhi?
Before I come to that, one thing is very clear, that the BJP ecosystem does not want anybody to be questioned. When a constitutional authority is in question by the entire nation, and we have seen the kind of manipulation in the Maharashtra elections, and which I saw very closely in the Uttarakhand municipal elections recently, as far as the voters lists are concerned. If this has happened in 2025 in the times of digitalization, it clearly shows that Mr. Rajiv Kumar wants to give a gift to Mr. Modi before he departs finally. And if that is in question, that question needs to be answered. Nobody can say that you cannot question the authorities. The authorities are out there to maintain impeccable conduct, and if they do not do that, any citizen of this country, and even if one citizen of this country questions them, they have to answer for it. And those who are in power and who are misusing their power need to answer that. The fact is that
Megha, I want to come in.
No, please don't speak in between. I did not speak in between when you were speaking. So when you are talking about, for example, the Maharashtra elections and the manner in which the number of voters increased compared to the adult voters in Maharashtra, nobody will question what kind of logic is that. This is the kind of illogical attitude of the BJP ecosystem, and when they start shouting and when they start saying, screaming their lungs out about such things that you cannot question the authorities, it clearly means that attack is the best form of defense, is what they believe in. The fact is that as far as Delhi is concerned, like I said, the BJP must remember that it is Delhi which is giving them a clear indication that their vote share might remain what it is earlier. But of course, we need to look at how we have to get our vote share back. And like I said, there has been a gap of 15 years. And what we delivered in the past, we have been maligned, derogated, demeaned, and defamed the way we have been by with the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party, which has eaten into our vote share. It is not the BJP vote share that has been eaten into, so they should be happy about that part.
Okay.
But as far as the majority of people are concerned, they vote against the BJP. That is the bottom line of it.
Rishi Bagri, coming back to you, you want to make a point, and particularly about what the difference